How's everybody doing? Byron here with Be Better, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys today about a very, very unique opportunity and actually co-branding with us and us white labeling our testing system and actually bringing it to your gym and your community. If you're an individual athletic trainer, it's going to give you a real leg up with some of our resume to actually go with your resume because of the system that's involved in it. Or if you're a CrossFit facility who really wants to get into sports performance but really want to do what's right by your athletes, you're actually able to now adopt a system that has been working for athletes. We are a science-based training facility. We have over 40 guys in the NFL, another handful of Major League Baseball players, pro golf, pro hockey, pro soccer, you name it. So it's a very, very intuitive system that we've kind of developed that's based off of our testing principles, and that we're able to actually white label and bring to you guys so you guys can offer it as something as part of your unique offering as a business or a gym. So I'm going to give you 5 main reasons why you should really look at this system, dive in, and think about adopting it for your business and what it can really do and help change your business. The first reason is going to be that it's a progressive program. So now we're looking at how you actually build an athlete using a long-term athletic training development model. We look at what's important from a youth, and it actually progresses all the way through, and we actually concentrate on those things. So there's a lot of foundational pieces that are needed. It's not just about how much weight you can move and how quick you can move it. There's a lot of foundation to the joints that need to be there. There's some balance things that need to be installed as a youth. There's some movement patterns and motor control things that really need to be concentrated on before you get into some of more of the complex movements and things of that nature, or before you really start adding that resistance inside of a strength program. So we really address those in our long-term athletic training development model and the programming that we put together behind it. We have 2 different programs for either neuromuscular development or leg power development, which are going to be your 2 main systems that we test during the athletic testing. So to be able to have 2 different programs that an athlete can go into for their sport. So that's the key thing as well. We have neuro and power programming for every sport, and every sport is different. So it's a very, very progressive program that can really set you apart from what else is out there in the market. Number 2, one of the biggest reasons that a lot of people come to us and use us is having measurable results. So the data is extremely important. And as you guys saw in the video, you're going to get a 20-page report with most of these tests. Depending on kind of which body comp system you use, you might get like a 15-page report back. But again, it's still a lot of data and a lot of information that you're giving your clients back that allows them to really understand where they're going. You know, it's not a bunch of random exercises or a collection of exercises that they got off YouTube that we kind of put together, but it allows us to separate the neuro and the power, as I discussed in point number 1 with the programming. But from that, it allows me to actually improve on your client's weaknesses, not just necessarily improve on strengths. So understanding if I have a client who needs more neuromuscular development, that means I need the brain to send a signal to their feet quicker to move. I'm not going to have them overload their power systems constantly trying to increase their power output because they might be maxed at that end, or their neuromuscular system might just be that far underdeveloped that I need to concentrate on that to build that up to where it needs to be to complement the power system. So just looking at that as a whole is a very, very key component of why you want to look at a program like this and the benefit that it can add to your facility. Okay, number 3, the third reason why you guys are going to want to adopt this program and this system and bring it to your gym is our reputation and our resume. So as I was telling you guys before, we have over 40 guys in the NFL, the handful of Major League Baseball players. You're talking, some big name guys from Jalen Ramsey and Danny Murphy and Chris Davis and guys like that we've trained at a very, very high level, that now you get to adopt our resume with your resume. So now that this is a system, this is our system that we've created. But if you're using that system, it becomes part of who you are as well. The thing that we're even willing to do is that we're willing to white label the system for you guys as well. So it could be whatever your gym's name is, system, and we could get the reports with your logo and all that on it. So we really want this to be kind of like a community thing as we really set out to change how youth athletics and youth training is really being done. We want to do it properly. We want to actually develop an athlete progressively the way it should be done. And we want to give you guys the tools to do that. So to be able to kind of leverage our resume, I think becomes huge, especially to some of you guys who are in Canadian markets, or if you're in smaller markets where you don't have access to all of the big facilities that, your major US markets may have. If you're in one of those smaller markets, this is a great way where you can say, hey, like, here are the guys who developed the system. Here's who's using this system. It really gives you guys a leg up as far as trying to build your brand. Number 4, one of the reasons why we got here with this product is we started testing a long time ago, probably about 5 years ago. We started testing all of our athletes and really trying to dive into the science and the analytics part on our end. So we kind of took it upon ourselves to kind of break down some of the data, analyze trends, really kind of take this exercise science thing by the horns and really try to go to the next level. Testing has now become, such a signature and a staple for us. So there's people inside of our community who just come to us just to test, and then they'll go train with whoever else. And I actually, this is a personality driven business. Like, I don't mind it. So as long as the people are coming in and they're getting all of that information, and as you guys saw in the video, like, you're getting a full functional movement screen. So we know exactly how your body is functioning. So we're looking at the dysfunction in all your major joints, your ankles, your hips, your knees, upper back, lower back, shoulders. Then we're looking at your body composition. So, we're not just looking at BMI. We take that body comp, body metrics, do the sonogram on the body and really look at the tissue inside of the body to see how much is fat, how much is muscle. Then, people who come to our facility, which might not be a bad investment for some of you guys, is getting that RMR machine, which is the resting metabolic cart. And what we do with that is that's about another $50 that you can add to the test when we analyze how many calories you burn naturally at rest. And then we put you through like a field test. So athletes go through a athletic assessment that we actually have videos and stuff that we are instructing you guys through and how to do it. And we're doing workshops on those as well. And then we also have like your typical fitness assessment as well that we kind of put a spin on a few things on when we're analyzing fitness. But when you're able to actually use that and then give your clients all of this information and like make sure that we're touching them from a custom and a personalized aspect, really sets you apart. So there's so much general information that's going on that's readily available and that a lot of gyms are using, from Orange Theory to your typical boot camps and things of that nature that are just high volume activities that are really, really good workouts. So not to knock their workouts at all, but now you could come in and for some of you guys who are part of this Mad Lab system that this product is also going to, you guys are now able to set yourselves apart even more from a science perspective and show people, hey, like, we're the real deal. We've partnered with people who are the real deal and is going to elevate you. The revenue from testing for us has been tremendous. You're charging $150 to $200 per test. You can even break down some of the testing, and we just do FMS testing for $75 a test. We do body comp for $50 a test. And that stuff really, really starts adding up. It gives you also a platform to launch some small group stuff off of, where you can really pair clients who have similar needs together and really, really pitch and preach the customization and how you use the information from the testing. So the testing for us has been like a huge marketing piece, but is really where training is going. and we're just being ahead of the curve. So it's a huge advantage to be able to offer that, and it just really drives revenue. From a team perspective, the revenue possibilities are endless. So the model that we've kind of used with that is we'll see as few as 12 kids, but really the model is 20 at $150, but 12 will do it from 12 to 20 will do it $225 per athlete. So you're looking at about $3,000 minimum per testing event. You can test a team of 20 with 3 people in about 3.5, 4 hours. So you start really looking at those numbers, and it really gets impressive. Last but not least, point number 5 is it gives you a platform. So as you heard me talking, even in the last point, I was really talking a lot about the marketing aspect from it and whatnot. The platform this provides a lot of you guys is to have a system, to have the reputation that comes with us, and your own reputation to build on top of. It gives you this platform that is unique enough where you can go out in your markets, you can go to schools, you can go to Pop Warner groups and soccer clubs and lacrosse clubs, and you can really just market, hey, like I like to come out and really help your athletes know where they stand as an athlete and how to progress and help you get better. Or we work with a few high schools now, private schools, where we work with a few of their programs, and we're doing the same thing with their programs. What that essentially does for you, though, is gives you this large group setting to advertise the expert or the level of expertise that you have when it comes to developing an athlete and how you should do it properly and why people should be choosing you. And then what that does is it basically gives you this pool to kind of fish in for personal training clients or small group clients is what I would really recommend, or even your large group clients. But this is really a good way for you to kind of set yourself apart, give you that platform, and give you a tool to go in and get in front of large groups of people at a time where you're talking organizations, volleyball clubs, soccer clubs that have multiple teams, where you say, hey, let me come out, let me do some testing for a few of your teams. Or, hey, can we work something where, we offer this, you guys offer it, and I'll kick the club a little bit of money back. But it gives you this pool of people where you could, in a product where you could get out in front of a bunch of people, where it's not just, hey, I'm a great trainer, you guys should hire me as a trainer. So with those 5 reasons, I feel like this is a winning strategy for you guys to take your sports performance business to that next level.